Hi everyone, I'm Justin, and today I'm going to take you through this dumbbell-based strength training routine. Now, this is going to be a foundational dumbbell strength training routine. I want you to learn why you're doing some of these things, but above anything else, I want you to focus on technique and making this just a routine in general. So don't feel like you need to be lifting heavy weights off the bat. It's going to be a technique component. Get used to it, be consistent. Once you're there, then please feel free to add extra load. What we're going to do is start out with a warm-up in this series. Then we will get into, it's going to be 6 exercises that are going to be paired together, so 3 total pairs. We are going to have some exercises where we're on the floor. I'll give you an alternative if you prefer to stay standing though, okay? So for our warm-up, what we're going to do is we're going to do a hinge. So this is going to be basically, it's called a Romanian deadlift. We're going to hinge back just like this. We are going to do arm hugs to get the upper body warmed up. Then we're going to take our stance out a little bit wider and we're going to do a squat. So if you want to do a knee-friendly squat, sit back more, lean forward more, don't go down as far. If you're okay bending your legs more, you can do your squat like this, that's fine, okay? 2 rounds, 10 reps of everything, here we go. So hinge back, good exercise to really get down. It's knee friendly. It's gonna make your hamstrings and glutes stronger. So you'll feel a little stretch in your hamstrings when you get to the top, squeeze your butt. So you wanna go up, squeeze your butt, don't go back like that. We don't wanna feel that so much in our lower back, but this one, we'll work on getting the whole backside of your body stronger. And this is just called that hinge movement pattern, okay? So that's one movement pattern that works your hamstrings and glutes. 10 arm hugs, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, you can take your feet out wider. This one's gonna work more the front of your legs. I'm gonna show you, I'm always gonna stick with the knee-friendly variation, okay? Here we go. So bend those legs, but sit back more. Everything within your comfort and control. So maybe if you're getting down to here, that's fine. When you go down, push your knees out just slightly. We don't want our knees collapsing in. We don't want our feet rolling in. We'll call that 7, 8, 9, and 10. Great, we're gonna go through that all one more time. I'm gonna try to have my mic not fall off. Here we go. 1, 2, and these will be some of the things you'll see in your program just with a little bit of weight. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Arm hugs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, and squats, toes are pointed out just slightly. Sit back. 1, and what I have today for when we get into the workout is I have 2 pairs of dumbbells. You're always going to use a weight where you can manage good technique. Like I said before, it's not so much the focus right now for this one to lift as heavy as possible. I want you to get these movements down. All right, that's the end of our warm-up. Let's go ahead and get into the workout. Our workout is going to start out with a goblet squat. So it's gonna be that squat that you just did, but now we're going to hold a weight up here like this. You can of course continue on with body weight. That one, if you're feeling good about it, you might be able to use a heavier weight. Then what we're gonna do is a single arm overhead press. So you're gonna hold a weight and press right over your head. That's gonna work your shoulders and your triceps. If you have any shoulder pain where it's hard to go overhead, you might wanna consider just holding one weight and more pushing it out at an angle. So use that range of motion that you feel you are comfortable with. So let's go ahead and we are going to do, I'll show you from this side, we're gonna do our 10 squats. Here we go. 1. Like I said, this is working your quadriceps, your glutes, your inner thighs. 4, 5, 6, and the less forward movement of the knees, usually the more knee friendly that is for people. Let's go 2 more, and then I'm going to go with my lighter weight, although this one might be more of a moderate weight circumstance. It's going to be that single arm overhead press. Here we go, 10 on each, up and then down under control. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, doing great. So this is that vertical push pattern. So a lot of times, or any exercise where you're pushing weight over your head, is that vertical push pattern. It's always going to work your shoulders and your triceps. And the one I showed you before is a squat pattern. There's different types of squats. Those work your quads and your glutes. All right, so you're going to get a 30-second break, and we'll be back here for a hinge pattern. Okay, this one is going to be the deadlift. So this is even more of it's actually kind of close to what we did with the squat, especially since I showed you the knee-friendly version of it. Our feet won't be as far apart, and we're going to hinge back, bend our legs, keep these lat muscles right here tight. You do that by squeezing. Pretend like there was a towel underneath your armpit and you don't want anyone to pull it out. So we're gonna hinge back, bend our legs a little bit, come up, and then actively squeeze our butt. That's gonna work the whole backside of your body. That's gonna be paired with a rowing exercise. If you have a couch to put your hand on, it's going to look just like this. Keep your back nice and straight. Pull up with your elbow. That's working your back and biceps. It's gonna be 10 on each arm, and then the deadlift is going to be 10. Let's get into it. Here we go. Again, this one's gonna be a good one to focus on technique. You're sitting back. We're making sure our back's not flexing like this. Keeping everything nice and straight. Again, don't go with a heavy load until you feel really confident with technique. 8. I'm butchering counting for this. 9. We'll do 11 just to be safe, because my 11 could honestly be like 9. All right, great. And let's go ahead and get into that row. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's get the other side. So for this, definitely keep your back straight. Pull up with your elbow. You don't want to have your arm out too far like this. That changes the muscles that are being worked. This is working your lats as well as your biceps. All right, so we will be on the floor for the next 2 exercises. We're gonna take it to the floor in a second. We're gonna do what's called a floor press. That is a horizontal push pattern, okay? You're gonna start to notice themes here where you're pushing weight away. Now, if you prefer to stay standing, you can just hold 2 light weights, push out just like this, put the weights together, and push out just like this. And we're gonna do a hip bridge on the floor too. Now if that one, again, if you prefer not to go on the floor, put your hand on a wall, and what we'll do is kickbacks like this. So kick back and actively squeeze your glute, okay? Keep your toe pointed forward. Don't extend at your back. It's all coming from engaging your glute, okay? So you can do 10 on each foot for that. You can do 10 of the presses. I'm gonna take it to the floor. So for this one, you might be able to use more of your moderate or heavy weights, but we're gonna lean on back and we're just pressing up and together, okay? So that's gonna work your chest, shoulders, triceps. Let's do 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and you can put the weights down. And the hip bridge is just going to be us with our legs bent. We're gonna lift our hips up, squeeze your butt. That's gonna work your butt. We're gonna do 10 of those. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Try to go until there's a straight line from your knee all the way to your shoulder. Actively squeeze your butt at the top. You can always take your feet out a little bit wider if that's more comfortable. Let's go one more. All right, that was your 10 there. You're gonna get a 30-second break, and then it'll be up to you. You can stick with me, and we will go into the second round. Okay, welcome back. We are gonna go back to the squat and that single arm overhead press if you are sticking with me. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, doing great, almost there. 9, push those knees out. And 10, I'll move over to my lighter weight. And 10 on each arm, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and other arm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, I'll see you back here in 30 seconds for your deadlift. Deadlift and our row. Here we go. Squeeze your butt at the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then if you want to get some space to put your hands on a couch or a chair for your rows, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And let's get the other side. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, great job. So again, remember, it's up to you. You can stay standing and do the push out and that donkey kick right there, or you can join me on the floor in 30 seconds. Okay, let's go ahead, lean back, and we got our 10 reps. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. If you have a bench at home too, you can of course do these on a bench. You could even do them on a bed if getting on the floor is difficult. All right, let's lower those down, and we'll end out the second round with the hip bridges. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, that ends the second round. So we'll be back here in 30 seconds standing up for the squat if you're sticking with me. Okay, final round of our squat. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, doing great, halfway there. 6, push those knees out. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Weight goes down. Let's grab that lighter one. 10 on each arm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's get the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, doing great, almost there. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, and I'll see you back here in 30 seconds for the deadlift and row. Okay, here we go. 1. Try to keep the weight really close to, we don't want it to drift out like this. Keep it nice and close to your center. I think that's 6. 7. 8. 9. 10, and get yourself all situated for your rows. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let's get that other side. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, we're gonna take it to the floor, or you can, remember, you can stay standing for our final 2 exercises. Okay, let's make sure we're in position for our floor press. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's lower those down, and we're gonna do our final hip bridge. Here we go. 1, squeeze your butt. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, hey, great job today. Way to stick with it, and I'll hopefully be able to see you for another strength training routine soon.